That's right. We're using the old intro music today. I'm feeling classical. I'm feeling old-fashioned. I'm feeling like a return to form is in order. And folks, return to form we shall. And by that I mean, we're gonna get a shiny today! We've been in these ponds for too many days. There have been too many not doing this, not doing that. It is about time we leave the Petalburg Pond. I agree. We need to get some good shit going. We need some good motion. I won't break any bones, I focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, I focus on the motion. Can't play that song, I would. I'd absolutely have it on a playlist. But I can't play it. I'm not allowed. Alright. We're doing the old playlist. We're doing everything old. Old. Yes, you said that, Cole. Don't worry, I read it. I just thought that mentioning HorseRaceTest was going to be funnier than mentioning Overwatch. You know, Rule of 3 in comedy and... Yeah, 54-20 is where we ended last time. I don't have to check that. I remember that. We ended on an even number. On like a flat, basic number. So that's where desktop audio's at. I'm way fucking louder than it, so we'll just leave it at that. I don't need to join your server. Guess what, motherfucker? I already did! All good, man. Ah, you enlisted the help of another cretin. But hey, friends stick together. Why wouldn't I join your server? The hell? Sorry, I was a little late. Helping you test, that is. I am, from my understanding of how tonight was gonna go, I'm earlier than I thought I'd be. So, count y'all's lucky stars, yeah? You found another. There is another. You found another. That's good. Man, I am. Man. I'm ready. I think I deserve it. I'm ready for my shiny Marill. Ah, there's bots in that server. That's cool. That's nice. That's what you like to see. I've just been kind of thinking about like the stream in general lately. I'm gonna you know, regain some of the way things were. There was a bit of a boom where like people actually started watching, and okay, well, this Marill's getting a bath. I cleaned that Marill. Okay, now you're ready to go back in the wild. Hop to it. Actually, I dirtied him. He was too clean. He has to go back. There you go. It's for his good. It's for his good. Yeah, my brain went in 6 different directions. I can't remember which one I wanted to go the most. I guess we'll start by getting hydrated. That could help. Who's to say? But yeah, I kind of want to return to form before people started actually watching the stream. Not to say that, like, I want to be alone. That's not what I'm saying. I just kind of... You know, I found myself... You know, just doing things. Maybe it's because it was new, who's to say, but I was enjoying it a lot. And, I want to go back to that time where it's like... You know what, I'll stop being nice. I'll just say it. I want to return to a time when this was the Seabass show. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying we can't keep cutting shit. I ain't saying y'all can't do stuff. But, like, I'm the captain. I'm driving this boat, all right? That's not a shiny. I'm the captain of this ship. Okay? See this guy? He's got a little fucking sailor hat on. That's because he's the captain. And I am the captain. And as I'm wearing the hat. Even when I'm not wearing the hat, I'm the captain. Nah, it ain't that way. It ain't that way. What it really is I like started to change. No offense to y'all, I started, and it's not y'all's fault at all. I started changing what I do and how I do it to accommodate people. And I told myself early on I wasn't gonna do that, and lo and behold, I started doing it. So I'm just gonna pilot my own ship. I'm gonna be me. If something compels me that I wanna do, I'm gonna do it. Otherwise, I'm the captain. I'm the captain. Nah, you're just limited by being on the PlayStation. Let's be honest. You've got a decent mic, and all that stuff isn't really, like, necessary to be a good streamer. It's more about presence, personality, commentary. That's usually what people end up watching somebody play for. I mean, there's certain people that do, like, gameplay-only videos. There's no commentary, there's no person playing, it's just... You're basically watching someone else play, and you're only watching the gameplay footage. I've seen that. They're called like long plays on YouTube, I think. But I don't think that's what either of us are going for. You were muted the whole Persona stream? That is right. You did say something about that. That's... Look, shit happens to the best of us. That's why early on, I always had my stream open in the background. I got made fun of it for it, but you know what? It was for me to be like, do I sound good? Am I coming through clear? Everything kind of looked fine on the stream end. Now, I still do that just through OBS. I can scroll down and see, okay, yeah, the line for my microphone is spiking and it's not grayed out, so I know y'all can hear me. Yeah, we both had some interesting hurdles to overcome when trying to stream Kingdom Hearts. It's really funny. If you go on my channel and you look at the live videos, the very first one that I ever did was trying to play Kingdom Hearts. And that giant green screen that you see in the thumbnail is what the stream looked like most of the time. I think I spent like an hour trying to like no-hit the his name's not Roxas, Riku. I was trying to no-hit the Riku fight in the beginning of the game, and I ran into that green screen problem like 3 times, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna play Poke Rogue. I haven't played Poke Rogue on this channel. Huh. Dead game. Not really. It's a very fun game. I just don't play it as often as I used to. Should turn on the ceiling fan. It is hot. Really funny, when I came in this room and I turned the light on, the ceiling fan was on. And I was like, it's too cold in here. I'm turning that off. Looks like past Christopher always knows best. Past Chris is always smarter than present Chris. You're gonna play Cyberpunk 2077? Now, I can't attest for the PlayStation 4 version, because I haven't played it, and it's an older gen console. But I can definitely attest to the PC version. I have played that game. Oh, mamacita, that shit is fun. I don't care what they say. They did a lot to make sure that that game works properly, and it's good. It's damn good. I had a damn good time playing it. I mean, to be fair, all the versions were bad, but especially the older gen versions of the game were very bad, so I believe that. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with Cyberpunk 2077. I always think of, like, the what do you call it, the Breaking Bad meme, where Walter's like in the car and he's like screaming through the window, Hank! Hank! Don't abbreviate it to CP! Hank! No! Very nice. Very cool and swanky. But yeah, that's a good game. And man, I just wanna, like, I feel like the shiny hunting series, no matter what part I'm playing at, Breaking Bad's a fantastic show, by the way. I genuinely think it is one of the very few shows that I think that it is a must-watch for every single person on the planet. But anyway, it doesn't matter what part of the shiny hunting series I'm in. I feel like it's always going to be looming over my head. But the fact that I'm in the middle of one of the hunts is really, like, it feels like I'm a little tied down almost. And maybe that's because I'm trying to do a bunch of other stuff. If I was just like, oh, we're gonna do shiny hunting only for a long time, I think it would be fine. But I'm also trying to not get shiny hunting burnt out. Because as much as I like it, I don't like it as much as people who do it all day, every day, like Sauce. So it is what it is. I gotta push through. I have a question. Since you played TF2, how do I mute myself in game while having the mic for stream? I don't know. You can maybe go into the options and turn voice chat off in TF2. On PC, it would simply be make a push to talk, but I don't know if you have that option in on console. But yeah, turning off voice chat should do it. And if not, screw it. Have a bunch of randos hear your exhilarating commentary. Pokemon. This is this playlist Sauce uses for music, and he has mentioned at least once or twice that one time he like sang the words to this song while it was playing, and the video got a copyright strike. So I'm good. I don't need all that in my life. There isn't one for some reason. I hate to tell you, I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Titanfall 2 in like years. And I definitely wouldn't know console settings off the top of my head. So it might be something you Google. I don't know. Google's the answer to everything in my life. If I don't know, if I know something, I always just type in my exact question, and usually someone on Reddit has encountered it. Even the most obscure shit. I'll tell you, for example, I've decided not to do it. And I didn't want to talk about it until I decided whether or not I was definitely going to do it. But I have definitively decided, as I've been thinking about it, I wanted to go to Pokemon Worlds this year in Anaheim, California. It seems like a very easy place to get to for me, just being in the States and all. I've decided against it. It's kind of a hard decision for me, especially because it's in the country that I'm in. But I thought a long time about it. Honestly, I didn't even consider the fact that it's in the country, and the next one's probably going to be in, like, France or something. It's going to be so much harder to get to. Don't know what to tell you. Maybe that's what you do, Gecko. I don't know. Maybe I do have to reconsider this. Whatever. Point is I've been very seriously considering going to this year's Pokemon Worlds. The problem is the spectator passes are all sold out. They sell out like immediately, like within a couple weeks. You're not on the list. So I found out the only way that that's going to work is if I buy a spectator pass secondhand from a competitor, because competitors always get 2 free passes. And a lot of the times they're looking to sell them for cash, which is understandable. The spectator pass for a 3-day trip is $100. That's what it would have been if I had bought it on time. These secondhand sellers are probably going to scam me out of like $150, $200 plus. And that's the other part of it that I'm worried about. It's not so much the upcharge. Like I'm well within my means. I can handle that kind of expense. Just don't buy anything else for the month, and just plan on this trip being a money sink. And I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is getting scammed. And not so much like they take my money and run. I'm more so worried about them taking my money and then giving me something that doesn't work. That's what I'm scared about. Like, oh yeah, here you go. Take it. It's all yours, my friend. Have fun. Send me pictures or try to find me there or whatever. And then I go there and they're like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. That would upset me. That would upset me a lot. Because if I get scammed, it's like I do it through PayPal and then I like, hey, these people scammed me and then I want my money back type of thing. That's not bad. That's not the end of the world. I'll just know that I have a couple $100 that's gonna come back to me eventually. That's fine. I do not want to make plans to go all the way over there and then not be able to do something there. That's what I'm really worried about. So I want to make sure that who I'm buying it from is very reputable and very serious about like what I'm gonna buy is going to work. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I might still do it. All of this was a tangent off of Googling something, which is really funny. Fuck it, you ball. I'm kind of in that mentality. I was going back and forth, but that honestly, like, that might be the string that breaks it. Is like, earlier the string that broke it in the other direction was, I don't want to get scammed. I don't want to go to California and be like, oh well, SOL kid, this shit doesn't work here. But the fact that it's in my country. The last one was in Hawaii. The one before, okay, no wait, I can't remember what the order was. But in the last 2 years, one of them was in fucking Hawaii, and the other one was in Japan. Those places are a little bit harder for me to travel to. California, what? That's like a 4 or 5 hour flight for me? Lightweight. Compared to getting some kind of passport, taking an all-day flight, planning it out ahead of time. Whereas if I do this thing to California, I just leave Thursday after work, say I'm not coming into work on Friday, or call off Friday, leave Thursday after work, and then just be in California until Sunday. No, I want to visit Japan too. My dad used to do a lot of work in Japan, and before I was born, and he wants to go to Japan with us. So for sure, like, I definitely want to go to Japan. But the point is that it's not going to be as easy as, like, staying in country for a 4 to 5 hour flight, and then I just come back home on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of that. Don't want to be called a hentai gaijin all over the buses at that place. So I don't know how many of those I'll be visiting. I promise you, when I go to Japan, I'll be bringing an extra suitcase for merchandise. Which is probably what I'm going to do if I go to Anaheim, California. As a matter of fact, dude, I'm really fucking thinking about it. It's something I'm going to take care of tomorrow. Oh man. I don't want to get scammed, but I really should take this opportunity because it's in the country. Oh, fuck. All right, whatever. Point is, I was all over Google today, typing in, like, how to get a spectator pass, and then a link to Reddit comes up, and I'm like, yeah, they're not on sale anymore. You can buy them secondhand. And it's like, how do I buy things secondhand? And then there's another Reddit thread for, like, the ways people buy them secondhand. And then I went back to Google, and I was like, what did I ask? It's just, I asked like 4 or 5 different questions in Google, and the top result was a Reddit thread of someone having the exact problem. Oh yeah, it was, what can I do without a spectator pass? And the first option was a Reddit thread with that exact question. Like, you go into Google, there's probably a bunch of nerds who have already asked that question ahead of time and have reached out to Reddit to help, and someone on Reddit has helped them. Something to that effect. Oh my god. I think that the time, I did say it was a 100 sub goal, but like, yeah, I'm gonna save it for the 100 sub goal. The amount of shit that I've bought already. There's gonna be a Pokemon Center in California. They're gonna bring like a pop-up, which is an understatement for what the Pokemon Center one's going to be. I'm easily gonna spend hundreds of dollars at the Pokemon Center. I already know it. I already fucking know it. On the other hand, I might already have the things that I would want to buy there, so who knows? Who knows? But yeah, my pockets are gonna be wrung fucking dry on that trip. So it'll be a little bit of living like I'm poor for the next couple of months, or for the next couple of weeks if I do it, which honestly, the idea that it's in the country has reopened that negotiation in my head. It's one I'm gonna sleep on, but yeah, wow. I don't know what other kind of like merchandise I would buy. I'm kind of thinking like Pokemon's my big thing. You got the male OC figurine coming in October. Nice, very cool. I mean, he's original to the game, so it kind of works. You imagine if you had a custom-made Persona 3 OC made into a figurine? That'd be... I mean, you would have to sweat. You would have to sweat Benjamins to afford that kind of thing. But yeah, Pokemon's kind of my big thing. 3D printers, ay. That'll cut costs. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very big on Pokemon. This is the shit that I love. It's the shit I always keep coming back to. I don't know what other things, maybe like, I don't know, saying Smash Brothers is kind of weird because that's like, you know, that's just other characters. If I buy like, oh, Link from Smash, it's like, how do I, what is that? It's just Link. You know what I mean? And I like Legend of Zelda stuff, but I think it just have to be something that piques my interest. I'm sure there will be plenty of stuff I'd buy if I go to Japan, but Pokemon's the big thing on my mind. Do you think, I actually don't know this, and I'm just thinking out loud, I'm not expecting anyone in chat to know the answer to this, but do you think that American or English Pokemon cards in Japan are big like Japanese cards in English countries are? Like if I had like a Japanese shiny Charizard, that would go crazy here. Do you think my Charizard would go crazy in Japan? I don't know. I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. I get that disgusting weeaboos like myself, like Japan far more than people in Japan like America, for example. But there's still some of that sentiment. KFC country. I don't know, man. Just a thought. How much would I sell my Charizard card for? I don't think I've ever thought about that. The thought of selling it obviously crossed my mind, but it was always just like, yeah, just sit on it till it gets worth more. And since I got it, that card has like almost doubled in value. So, you know, sitting on card well done type of shit. But How much would I sell it to someone for? I mean, obviously market price, but at what point is market price like a point where I'd be like, yeah, I'd sell it for that? It would have to be I would think multiple thousands. Not just because I think what I have is cool, but more so like, at what point am I okay parting with something like that? It would have to be a lot. Honestly, multiple thousands isn't enough. The fact that I got 1 of 1 tins from the story that goes with that card, I'm not gonna tell it again because Gecko gets really annoyed when I keep telling that story. But the fact that I got that in 1 pull is nuts. It's what a story. What a thing to have for like a long time. Embarrassing as this is to say, what a thing, for example, like my kid to inherit. Now, I already know Gecko's annoyed about it, and I already said I'm not gonna tell it again, but like, what a thing to like pass down. You know how like, you know, they'll give kids like their comic book collection or their like limited edition whatever. That's like something like that is pass onable. Now granted, it would be best if I graded it, but I am worried about grading it because it might be sneaky. Oh, I'm not gonna give it to them as a kid. It would be something I like give them when they're older type of thing. Or even like as an inheritance kind of thing, which is a little grim to say and a little silly to say about a Pokemon card, but like, you know. That could be something that like, oh, this is my dad's like like 6-figure Pokemon card. He pulled it from Target for 20 bucks when he was in college. Like 50, 60 years ago kind of thing. I don't know. I'm getting sentimental. Don't worry about me. As if a fucking NEET like me is ever gonna have kids. Am I right, guys? Ah! Yeah, gotta flex the big black thing. I gotta be honest, outside of this, I don't think I'll ever call it that outside of this chat. I gotta keep it a stack. I don't think that vernacular is going to leave our chat. That's our inside joke about it. It's not going anywhere else. It would maybe become part of the story that you hate me telling. But nah, I ain't calling it that. Cause then it just sounds like something you can buy from any sex shop around the corner. What a way to devalue my own thing. I can't even believe I didn't even consider that Worlds is in America for the first time in like years. When was here? Let's look that up real quick while Firefox updates. I don't think anyone's gonna value it more if I call it that. No. I know you're making jokes, but I'm gonna play it seriously. Sort in a very small way because I don't like that name, but not enough to tell anyone to stop calling it that. You know what I mean? All right, let's look at Pokemon World's past locations. All right, so this one's in Anaheim. Last year it was in Hawaii. Year before it was in Yokohama, Japan. The year before it was in London. 2020 and 2021 were canceled. And then it was in Washington, D.C. Okay, well, wait, hang on a minute. "2013 was in Canada," which is, you know, I have to get a passport for that, but pretty much in my country. DC, Massachusetts, San Francisco, Anaheim, Tennessee, DC. It's like more often than not been in America. Looks like it was actually a really big deal for it to go to Japan in 2023. Huh. Seems like if it's not in America in 2026, it will be sooner rather than later. I'm not gonna be waiting like 4 or 5 years for it to come to America. I mean, it's already set that the next one's gonna be in San Francisco. Yeah. Well, how do we know that? Let me look that up real quick. Pokemon Worlds 2026. Remember the part of my description that says I am okay with getting distracted on my own terms? Yeah, so it's already been confirmed that 2026 is gonna take place in San Francisco. I ain't going to this one this year. I ain't doing it. We're done. That's it. There's the nail in the coffin. Yeah, I'm not getting scammed out of hundreds of dollars on PayPal just to buy a second season pass or spectator pass. Go there and be like, oh, why my pass no work? I ain't doing that. You can't even get mad at me for being distracted, because like I already said that I reserve the right to be distracted on my own terms, and there it was. No Showdown. That is correct. Yes, he's right. I'm not saying I won't. I'm not saying like definitely, absolutely not, but like I'm kind of here. I'm kind of doing a thing, and I'm probably going to do it all the way through the stream. I mean, hey, don't get your hopes too down. We're definitely gonna do something else if I get the shiny early. You know what I mean? We get the shiny in the next hour and a half. This stream is not just over. As I have done in the past. I'm not gonna do that. When we get the shiny, we're gonna celebrate, and then we're gonna do something else. There is one thing that I want to do. Overwatch 2 Stadium Junkrat got some buffs to his lesser used abilities. The way you play Junkrat in Stadium is with just your primary fire all the way. You just buff your primary fire as much as you can. That's definitely the best version of the build. But they buffed the other stuff in his build that involve his abilities, his traps, his concussion mines, his tire. Those things got some buffs, some pretty nice ones too. So I might peep into that. I might peep that shit. I might try some of those. So that's one thing on my mind to do if we get the shiny early. There's some other things I could do too. But until then, my mind is like, we are hunting. We are shiny hunting. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to spend my time doing. That noise is part of this song? What the heck? I don't know if that's coming across on stream, but that's definitely not. That's actually, that whatever that hissing sound is definitely coming out of my headphones. Yeah, that was weird. How have I been listening to the song? I've never heard that. Whew. Well, it has been about an hour. This is where the fun begins. Might do some hunting when your 3DS is charged. Speaking of charge, make sure your phone is charged. It happens way too often that you disappear from chat and are like, yeah, my phone died. I'm just looking out for you. Don't tell me what to do. Hey, aye, Captain. Remember my whole captain speech? Aye, aye, captain. Oh, there goes your message. I guess that means you want me to tell you what to do then. Well, there you go. That's character development right there. That's growth. We're happy to see that. Man, you love to see it. Holy shit, this music is so quiet on y'all's end. I don't know. I feel like I'm like, you should talk about something, which I used to be. I used to be so free flow with my conversation, with just talking. Kind of miss that. I have low-key thought about not streaming one of these and just recording it as a video. It's prepping my computer to handle a 4-hour video would be kind of rough, but it's something I should be doing for these streams anyway, but I'm not. I said I would do it a long time ago, but your name is Derek. Okay. I assume since you've brought it up, you probably want me to do it. I was gonna ask if that's what you want to do, but I'm guessing since you brought it up, it's what you want to do. Well, glad to meet you, Derek. My name is Seabass223! I let my name slip every now and then. It's not super important to me, but let's see if you have any verbal retention. On the online space, I kind of like being called Seabass. It's more of just a, I don't know. I know. It wasn't a few minutes ago, but yes, earlier this stream, I sure did. I'm testing to see if you have good listening comprehension, and you do. You have passed. I'm guessing that's why you thought to say that, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh man, I actually got the sleep of a lifetime last night. I've gone back to an old way of keeping myself a little more calmed and mellow, and it worked fucking wonders on me last night. Oh man. I wouldn't be overly surprised if it happens tonight, but I was crashing by like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So if you're gonna get maybe a sleepy The scariest thing is saying we're closer to friends and one possibly not saying it that way, seeing it that way. I don't know, my brain is so freeform. I hope you know I feel the same way. I feel like we're hung out, we're cool. But yeah, it's yeah, I've been there. When people don't feel the way that you do. More so that they like lead on that they do, but they actually don't. That's more so. Like, I don't necessarily mind if people don't like me as much as I like them. I'm more concerned with them leading on that they like me more than less than I think they do. That has burned me in the past quite severely. So, I mean, because, yeah, I get the situation between you and I. I know you fucking hate me. I'm not surprised by that, right? So it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, he fucking hates me. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, I feel it. Oh, y'all are gonna get sleepy sea bass today. That's awesome. I mean, hey, to the credit of my body, it has already been 12 hours. It's like I made you mod on my YouTube server. I hate you. I'd never do that. That's true. That's true. I'm mod on your server? Really? No, I can't. I will. You know what? No, that's fine. I'll take a quick look because that is not a total distraction. That's something that is very quick to look at. Okay. Okay. Pop goes the pop. Pop goes the pop. How are you? Welcome to the never missing a stream streak. Except for all the ones that you did before you knew who I was, which kind of don't count. How are you doing, my man? I am prepared for you to hop onto Unite and lurk like a motherfucker in chat, like you always do. Much love. As a fellow lurker, we love lurkers here. Lurkers are the backbone of saying one thing ever and it being hilarious. We love lurkers. Well, see now, like, well, don't invite it. You didn't have to call attention to it. You don't pee your pants and out loud in front of the whole class go, oh shit, do you think they're gonna see the piss in my pants? You gotta play it off. More importantly, I like... I don't see what's to make fun of on just a name. I don't know. I mean, y'all are like catalysts for hateful energy, so I mean, it's what makes the world go round around here nowadays. Man, I gotta sleep on the whole Pokemon Worlds this year thing. Because what I do plan to do is if I don't go, I'll be streaming that weekend. You know, watching some of the content. I'm not a hater, I just strongly dislike this channel. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. You mean the one where it's like just me playing a video game? Yeah. I already know you hate me. You gotta come up with some... No, you don't have to, but like, that joke is passe. How predictable. My nose is like ridiculously clogged up right now. but I hate doing big sniffles on camera, so we live with it. Hold on. How do I sound if I'm just talking right now? Not too, nah, I'm fine. Want to make sure I'm not like, oh my god, I'm streaming with him. I don't want to sound like that. Well, I'd have to think about that. I mean, maybe, you know, what about like 15, 20 minutes? You know, we might. Oh, that's 5555. Woo! Woo! All right. Next repeated number for the next 16 streams, because Lord knows that the progress on the shiny hunt has slowed way the fuck down. And I think it was literally like 4 streams ago we hit 4444 or something like that. If you count streams that don't involve shiny hunting. Like, we've really slowed down on the progress. That's kind of why, part of the reason I want to get back to farm. I used to be so effy. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm a little scared to find out, but I don't know what that means. So I will neither confirm nor deny. Efficient. Ah. Efficient. Yeah. Sorta. I used to just be more, we'll call it consistent. I think I'm efficient when I do it, I just don't do it enough. That's not what it means. I typoed. Oh, so FA is not efficient? It's something far more sinister? Put it around quotation marks to be less likely to autocorrect. But yeah, I used to be much more consistent with the shiny hunting, and intentionally I like pulled away from it. But I feel like maybe the best way to handle it is to kind of have this little like tug of war, where like if my brain is like, I feel like I haven't done a whole lot of shiny hunting lately, I'll be inclined to do more shiny hunting and I'll do it. Whereas if I'm like, wow, I've done a lot too much shiny hunting lately, I want to go spread out a little bit, I'll do that too. See, because I was thinking about it. I did see that AZU sticker. I was a little jealous. I'm not even gonna hold you. I mean, I can use... Where did you find that, by the way? Because it is just regular and shiny Azumarill in sunglasses. Where did you find that shit? I feel like the my old Discord profile picture was literally a picture of like some fan drawn picture of Azumarill, and he had like a bit of an angry face, and then I literally went into OBS and I just took a clear image JPEG of sunglasses, put that over it, screenshotted OBS, and used that as my profile picture for a while. 7TV. Never heard of that. This is not a distraction because I am actively shiny hunting while I do this. Oh, it's like an emote haven. Oh, how about that? That's kind of cool. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the ones we made on my channel were already made on there. We could have just used those. How about that? Yeah, I've never been tapped into like the streamer side of content creation. I was always more of like a YouTube kid, Markiplier, that style of content for years and years and years. That's what I, you know, it's kind of the same thing, right? Like this is just longer form, a little less structured, a little less planned, and that kind of shit. But the point is I'm very much not tapped into streamer culture. I don't know about like where people get all their emotes from, unless they make them in-house, which a lot of creators do, and that kind of stuff. I see. Very nice. I might add some of those emotes to my own. I might go look through there at some point and add them to my server. Perchance. I'll probably do that though. I'll want them to be my picks. You have copyright ownership of 7 TV? Of the whole platform? It's yours? That's crazy. Damn it. So I guess my question is, why didn't you use it for the emotes on my server? What the fuck was up with that? You are so talented. You're so brave too, to lie to me like that. Ooh. Damn. Hold on, I have something to read. The scariest thing is saying we're close enough friends and that one friend possibly not seeing it that way. Interesting. That's an interesting, it's interesting. It's just interesting. Interesting that someone would say that. Just an interesting thought experiment, I guess. Damn, 2 Minecraft songs back to back? What a fucking crazy, what a mythical pull. I guess that just makes you a sore loser. What's that Spider-Man clip? Oh my god, the first thing I see is a Call Me Carson live stream with annoying orange on it. Dear god. Alright, let me type this in. Oh, it's born loser. You're a born loser. Here we fucking go. You don't get to see the shiny. Yeah. You're a born loser. What's my history? Straight heat. No, it's just what YouTube was recommending me. I just saw annoying orange playing Minecraft and I was like, there's no way I'm being recommended an annoying orange video in Year of Our Lord 2025. And it just seems to be Carson using some kind of mod. Oh. Ugh, big stretchy. Why am I defaulting to this, to these sayings? Oh man, that's kind of gross. Can't wait to get your permit so you can drink and drive. Dear God. Well, That's on the internet forever now. Hey, listen, all I'm saying is 1 in 5 car crashes are caused by alcohol. So that means 4 in 5 crashes are done by sober people. So I'm just pointing out the facts, all right? I'm just saying. I mean, yeah. You're a born loser. What a fucking great, what a great line. What a classic. All right, we're an hour in. We're at 5:420. We got like 165 in an hour. All right. Not my best work, but I'm very proud of that. It's more than you usually get on these streams nowadays. Man, I'm still thinking about going to Worlds. I feel like I should strike while the iron is hot. I feel like over the past couple of months, I've very much gotten way back into Pokemon. I feel like I should ride that momentum. I feel like this is mentally my best moment to go to Worlds. Fuck it, I'm gonna try and get a pass tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get a spectator pass tomorrow. Well, I'll just start conversations with random strangers online and see how it goes. And again, I'm gonna sleep on it, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna think something different. And then I'm gonna drive to work, I'm gonna sit at my desk and I'm gonna think something different. My mind's gonna change like 16 times before I end up doing what I do. But so, I think my thought is I just need to go. I don't hate you, you're cool. I don't think I've been this chill around someone. Hey, I am a pretty chill guy. I'm pretty, I don't know. I try to wear my heart on my sleeve. Don't always do it, don't always do it well, but I try to not think too hard about, well, I definitely do think too hard about what I'm doing, but I try to not. I try to be very free-flowing. I thought I used to always do it, and I realize, I'm very chill until I get killed as Junkrat. Yeah. I think, it's kind of interesting. How about I describe it? I still think I'm a chill person. It's just, I do get angry. I think my overall personality is very laid back, relaxed, unbothered by things. It's just some stuff gets under my skin and really bothers me. And it's been a bit of a process. Because I learned that me getting angry at video games is primarily, not entirely, but primarily tied to this idea of like, I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins. I am the grand champion and shit excellence everywhere I go. And I connected that to my personality, where I was like, that's who I am. I'm not much of anything if I'm not like at least pretty good at video games and pretty good at talking about them. But I've learned that like that became very self-destructive in terms of like not wanting to play games and embarrass myself. And it spiraled out into a lot of different things. It was a much bigger personality issue that I had to overcome. But in times where I don't feel extra cash money about myself, it ends up creeping under my skin a little bit more than usual. So that is what I run into. But in general, I'm like in terms of like my personality traits and in terms of like my philosophy on life, I'm very laid back, relaxed. Things are gonna be the way they are type of guy. I just don't like embarrassing myself, I guess. Which is really funny. I turn on my camera and I feel like I do that every frame of stream. Like I said, growth, development. On a completely different topic, I definitely want to try and finish this shiny hunt out before the release of Donkey Kong Bonanza, because there's no question that I'm gonna go play that game like as it comes out. Like there's no question that's what's gonna happen. I will be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Everything else on this stream will take hold. Will be halted for that. Because that is... It's hard to believe how much I'm looking forward to that game. Not so much that I'm looking forward to it more than I was Mario Kart, but... They put out that, like... That mini direct that they did. It was like a 15 minute... Honestly, I'm gonna call it an infomercial. I'm gonna get my shiny tonight. We fucking love it. Call your damn shot. Call your goddamn shot. That's that shit. Hold on, I got a noise for it. There you go. You're gonna hear that shit tonight, motherfucker. Tonight! I clicked the wrong one at first, it's fine. I am not going to hear that sound because I play with the volume off. I'll hear it eventually, but not right when it happens. But that sound is in one of our futures tonight. I believe it. Probably yours. But if it were mine, that'd be kind of neat. Oh yeah, Donkey Kong. Man, Donkey Kong, they put out a 15-minute infomercial. I'm gonna call it that because they're literally trying to sell you on a product. God damn, that shit looks fire. That shit looks so nice. The, like, child Pauline companion that you get, that's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be a very nice, like, pop of color. Well, yeah, that's why I think the game owes you. It's because your file got corrupted. But dude, Pauline being in the game is gonna be fun. The story looks enticing. The way that the worlds are going to work looks enticing. The fact that you have like a skill tree and powers based on the collectibles you gather and all the other stuff that you're gonna get. Dude, I'm looking forward to it. That shit looks very fun. So yeah, that will be, I think it's middle of this month. I think it's July 16th or something like that. And that will be streamed almost immediately. I mean, normally, only Nintendo game I care about is Pokemon. That's funny. Normally, I'm not that big on those games, but Mario Odyssey was really, really, really good. And the team that's making this Donkey Kong game made Mario Odyssey. So I believe in their quality, and I've seen the game, and I've seen stuff in it that I like. I'm definitely not a Donkey Kong guy. Definitely not. Never played any of the country games, never played the 64, never played any of the more recent country games, but this Donkey Kong game looks fun as shit. I don't know, I'm pretty plugged into the Nintendo stuff. I mean, life will change when Smash Brothers gets announced, and holy shit if it gets announced and whatever announcement they're doing at whatever point in time they're doing it, some like fall Switch 2 looking forward kind of thing. They talk about Smash 6 in that. Ooh. Shit's gonna change on this channel real quick. Well, shit won't change real quick, but like, my mind's gonna be on it. My mind's gonna be fucking on it. Bro's gonna be a Smash tuber? Probably not. If the online in the new Smash game is really good, maybe. But my biggest problem has been playing online, because even with perfect connection, Ultimate just has so much input delay. Like in Ultimate, you already have a number of frames of input delay. Like you already do. So when you play other games, or when you play online, it's so much worse. Even in tournament settings where both people have Ethernet cables, the input is so bad. If that shit is not present in the new game, and the new game is really fun, yeah. Believe me, there will be about a week, or maybe even 2, where I'm doing nothing but playing Smash Bros. I'm not even gonna I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That will take over this channel on release week. There's no question. And I will be playing it a lot off stream. So yeah, just prepping y'all for that. Just be ready. But yeah, pivoting into it fully is probably not gonna happen. I think the anchor that this channel is gonna swing around for the foreseeable future is the shiny hunting series. And then after that, it might be Smash Bros, depending on the timing. Depending on how long this takes. What do you think my prospects of getting to encounter 6,000 tonight are? I hope pretty good. You did a starter hunt in BDSP? Dear God, what a soldier. You know, on the Switch 2, each cycle is like 15 seconds faster in BDSP for that hunt. This is a fact that gets tossed around a lot. Never got it? I understand. That's a bit of a bridge burner of a grind right there. Oh, you got the Starly when you reveal what your Pokemon is to be shiny? That's rough, buddy. Yeah, the first one, that where you send your Chimchar to battle, that's rough. I've been thinking about it. Technically, I could manip this Pokemon to be shiny, but that would constitute me learning how to manip. And I know it's pretty much the easiest it's ever been in this game in specific, but, you know, nah. I did not see what you're doing with the ROM. I remember you saying you've thought about doing it in my server, but if you said something in yours, I haven't seen it. That could be interesting. That could be fun. You have a concept in mind, or are you just gonna kind of run with it? You're gonna use in-game sprites? You're gonna make your own fake mon? What's your... I don't know any of that shit either. Yeah. I don't know where you would start on that kind of thing. You could maybe bring it up with Coles. I know he said he's doing some stuff on his own. You might know a thing or two about it. But me, I don't know shit about that. No! Dodge it! No! Yes! You lived, you beautiful bastard. Whew. That wasn't a mud bath like the one we gave him previously. Normal Pokemon, but make your own story. Okay. You got a story to tell. Damn, we love it. You'd love to see that. It's this tile right here, right? Yeah. There we go. Edgy emo? You mean like the ones that people used to make? Like Pokemon Cyanwood or whatever that one was? Just a very like bloody, gory kind of thing. Or are you talking about what I assume the vibes of Shin Megami Tensei are? More like depression? Okay, so what I assume is Shin Megami Tensei. I have a lot of respect for Danganronpa because it's this like animated, trying so hard to be like serious and heavy and gory and gritty and grounded, but then it also goes to those like death animations, and they are just the most like fool. It's the author blinking, and I can appreciate that, where it's like, trust me, we're not taking ourselves too seriously here. Like, come on, we turned a guy into a can of soup. Like, you taking this like, you're taking this shit seriously? Come the fuck on. We turned that man into a bowl of peas by throwing him into a hadron collider. Like, what do you think's going on here, huh? I can appreciate when shows do that shit. For me, it's like Death Note, which, let me say, Death Note is my favorite anime of all time. I love Death Note because it's just so stupid. The story's engaging, exciting, there's serious stuff going on, but the ass grabs and like the places this show reaches its hand in are just so ridiculous. You can't help but laugh. It's funny. Your second or third, like by the time you watch that show like a third or fourth time, you realize that show is like comedic. I love that. I love it for it. It does what Baki does, but Baki has it turned up to like 11. And JoJo's does it too. JoJo's also has it turned up to 11. Death Note does it, but it's like at a 6 or a 5 out of 10. And I can respect when a show does that. Doesn't take itself too seriously. If it's just gonna be like a kid gets a notebook and he writes any name in it and they die. Like a show like that can't be like Breaking Bad. Even Breaking Bad knows when it'd be funny, but that's different. It can't be like it can't be a show that's serious from rooter to tutor. Yeah. For talking all this shit about Dan Dan, I still think I haven't watched the last episode of season 1. People just hate anything anyone makes that's edgy with Pokemon. Yes and no. Or like, yes. And I both agree and disagree with it. The reason I disagree with it is because most people are like, it's just the juxtaposition. People are caught up on cute, silly little pocket monsters being edgy and having serious stuff going on. But like, I don't think that way, because I think the best story in any Pokemon game ever, across even like Coliseum and stuff, I think the best story is in Generation 5, is Black and Black 2. I think those are the best stories. I think, in my opinion, outside of like 2 or 3 things, the only, well, Mystery Dungeon has some fantastic stories too. No, okay. My favorite stories are Mystery Dungeon Explorer Sky, and then second place to that are Black 2 and White, or Black 2 and Black. I did broaden my scope to every Pokemon game ever, and I'm like, no, Mystery Dungeon's in that list. I can't say that. Come on. Point is, I don't mind the heavier tones, the more serious topics of like morals and heavier conversations. I don't mind that stuff being in Pokemon. That doesn't bother me. The part where I agree with them is that typically in the past, people are like putting edginess and goriness into Pokemon just because, with very little thought, very little like reason to do it. It's just, oh yeah, I'm gonna make Pokemon bloody and like there are zombies. And it just seems really cheap and tacky and not well thought out. And it's just, for lack of a better word, it's cringe. Not because there's edginess in Pokemon, but because that's it. That's all this person thought of, and that's all they wanted to do. If there's like a thing you got going with it, if there's like if you got something to say, then I say go with it. Honestly, even if you don't, I say go with it. Have fun making something. Who gives a shit? But I understand why people don't like those like edgy, gory Pokemon ROM hacks, because in the past they're just so vapid. They're just so surface level. It's like you leave your town and like you run away from zombies, and then you find like an NPC on the floor with a bunch of blood, and you're like, oh, that's all they got. That's all the hands this story has. You're actually a bit of a story writer. Wow, it's fucking crazy how much we relate to things. That's ridiculous. If you believe someone who thinks of a story in their head as a story writer, yeah. I do a lot of, I call them car battle animes, which is, I listen to music and I do, essentially, I don't know if you ever watched like stick figure animations on YouTube. A lot of the stick figure fights and stuff, I essentially have those in my head set to the music that I'm listening to, which is maybe the cringiest thing I've ever confessed to on this channel. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm an out there honest person. I'm gonna talk about it. And it has gotten to the point where like I've basically done everything but write a story. I've developed a world. I've developed that world's power system. I've developed that world's characters. I've developed that world's fights. I've developed the story that these characters fight within. Like, I've got a whole fucking thing running around in my head right now. I have names of characters. I have plot threads. I have plot twists. I got a lot of shit in my head. I make villains by listening to edgy songs, by listening to Set It Off. That's crazy. Set It Off, that song came on my random Spotify shuffle today on my way home from work. That's not it. That's real. This is real. Actually, no, it was on the way to work. Yeah, it was on the way to work. No, yeah, that's real. This is raw, genuine conversation. That exact song. That's funny. I'm a bigger fan of Why Worry. But, oh man, yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Yeah. I used to, I got a little bit of a story to tell, actually. In middle school, I believe it was 6th grade. I mean, I'm 26, I like it. You like whatever you like for however long you want to like it for. Don't worry about that shit. But yeah, in middle school, in 6th grade, I was going to a summer camp. And on, I swear, the last week of school for that semester, I was playing soccer during PE, and we played in the gym. And one of the, he's fat, he was fat. And I used to be very skinny. One of the fat kids ran into me, knocked me over, and fell on my wrist. I fractured my wrist. I could not go to summer camp because I had just fractured my wrist. Very sad. And I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't go to summer camp. So my mom, and for infinite wisdom, is like, let's sign him up for this essay writing class that I found. He can do that instead of going to summer camp. Hey, Amber Alert, you ever find that kid? Oh, well, they found the fucker he's with. That's good. I got an Amber Alert earlier today about something happening in my state. And seems like they figured out the guy who took the girl, which is good. We're one step closer to catching the dirty bastard. That's good. Anyway, in my mom's infinite wisdom, he's like, yeah, in her infinite wisdom, she was like, yeah, let's take him to summer camp. Stop. What did I do? Uh-oh. Mamma mia. You know what? I cut the music. I have a moment for this. I'm prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask that we take a moment of pondering reflection on Gakko being an idiot and resetting over a shiny of the lost Cyndaquil that could have been. I'd like us all to take a moment of mournful reflection and silence in honor of that lost Cyndaquil. We lost the real one today. Dear God. But do we give up? Absolutely fucking not. You do not give up. You son of a bitch. You don't give up on this shit. You're gonna get this shit. You're gonna figure it out. You're getting back in that bag. You're doing that shit again. You aren't done here. Job's not done. Your ass is still in the lab. You have not started your Pokemon adventure yet, and the world is waiting for you to kick its fucking teeth in. So you know what? You can take a mental break. You can do whatever you need to do, but you're not done. You hear me? You're gonna get through this shit. I believe in you. I know you're gonna make it happen. So when you're ready, get back on that fucking horse and kick that shit's ass. Back in the lab? That's what you love to fucking hear, baby. Fuck it, we ball. Let's fucking go. Like it never goddamn happened. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm, right? Cause you'll just be your third shiny. Alright. Alright, back to the video game. Back to my hunt. Woo. Has 6-9, very nice. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. It really does sound like something I would do. I'm not even gonna hold you. It really feels like if I was doing starter hunting, hunting for a shiny starter, I'd probably do the same. We get back on that horse and we eat that horse. That's what we do. I'm just lucky that I'm not doing an encounter that resets my game. I don't think that at any point in this series there's going to be a hunt like that, which I'm thankful for. Oh, of course, yeah, you are justifiably in not a very cash money position. I don't go off, King. That's nasty work, man. That's rough to hear. My friend losing his shiny Cyndaquil. That's rough. I am Patters. We did watch that together, right? That was you brought that to my attention. That is yeah. It hasn't I don't think it's ever happened to me. It might have happened in Scarlet Violet that I missed a shiny, just not even noticing it there. But it happens to everybody. Anyone who does enough shiny hunting that involves resets is gonna do it. Like if I were to ever shiny hunt like a legendary in one of these games, I feel like it would happen to me. Yeah, one thing that I saw Sauce McGavin do was, and it's something he does with all of them, he's very, whenever he's looking at a Pokemon, he's very slow and methodical about it. And he really takes his time with every Pokemon that he's looking at, which is impossible to do for normal human beings like you and I. But the big thing that I saw him do when he was doing the grind that you're doing is it would start on Chikorita, he would scroll over to Totodile, he would scroll over to Cyndaquil, he would scroll back to Chikorita, and then just sit there a second and a half or something, and then reset. Like, he would really let his brain process the things that he saw, because he knows that, like, doing the pattern of right, reset is gonna kill a shiny. So he goes right, and then, like, okay, there's no shiny there, so he then resets. And even that is hard to do, but... Ah, Coles, you're playing Miitopia? Alright. Which one's Miitopia? Is that the one where... I always get these games mixed up in my head. Is that the one where you're in the hotel and it has a bunch of rooms? Is that like the apartment one? Or is it the one where you're like an adventurer, you're building a little team? I liked both of those games. I played... I don't think I even played the other one that much, but I definitely played the adventurer one a lot. Tamagotchi Live, that's right. Yeah, Miitopia is the RPG one. Yep, I played a lot of that one. That's good. That shit's peak. That shit, like, it's fun. It's a fun RPG. Like, past the, oh, use my me as an RPG gimmick. And some of the shit, some of the face makeups that they've done in that game are ridiculous. Oh man, I have to show y'all y'all mourn the shiny together. I want to go pull up that Miitopia clip, which y'all have probably seen, but it's so good. This clip is so fucking good. I love this shit so much. Hmm? Oh, that clip is sensational. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Utopia playthrough would be a decent idea. There's a lot of stuff on my short to mid-term plate, but long-term, I like that in my back pocket. That sounds fun. Oof. That is a... yeah. Oh no, it's... do what you need to do to take care of yourself, man. Whoa. What a mythical pull Pothead just gave for us. That's awesome. I got this bow today, and I think the bow is really cute. But... oh no, you know what? Best of both worlds. That's perfect. There we are. Dude, even in this game, I'm worried about skipping over a shiny. Of just like being so deep in conversation that like that I just don't even think about it. But I try to look at the screen and look at the Marill before it's even done spawning. Like I try to look at it on this screen. Well, but yes, yeah, I'm worried about it too. I have worried about it in the past, and there have been gaslighting attempts to make me think that I've skipped one. But I'm confident that I have not. And I don't want it to happen! One of the benefits of playing it at normal speed is that I'm not like so far ahead, or that I'm not that didn't make any sense. One of the benefits of playing at normal speed is that I am you know, there's a lot of time before I am able to like move on from an encounter. Yeah, it was an illusion. It was all misdirection. Your eyes were temporarily taken over by the shadow government. Yeah, I like how I've just turned Pothead into like a Dandere character. It's really nice. What an evolution they've had. No, you're due for a Totodile, right? Chikorita was your one the first time, right? You're due for a Totodile. Time to finish the trifecta. If it's Chikorita again, you'll force reset? That's crazy. You need to finish the trifecta. And if you get a Chikorita first, then you take it. But like, you gotta have it in your heart that like, you get a Totodile. Because then you can put intention behind the whole thing and be like, I got a shiny Chikorita and a shiny Cyndaquil and a shiny Totodile before starting my playthrough of Soul Silver. Then you can spin it into like an unintentionally gained gamer moment. You know what I mean? So now you just need to get the shiny Totodile. No, like I'm serious. You phrase it like it's a victory. You don't even pull the curtain back. Be like, yeah, I got all 3 of the starters to shine, and only then did I start playing Soul Silver. Everyone's like, damn, that guy's fucking dedicated. Look at him. Wow, so accomplished. What's his phone number? What tax bracket is he in? What do you think his monthly rent is? How much does he contribute monthly to his 401k? Just very weird, like, catty things for women to say about a successful man. Where did his inches go? Dear God. They're gone. He had to give up something to be that rich. But yeah, use it as like a platform to hype yourself up. You don't gotta tell anybody that it was all on accident. You can just be like, yeah, man, I just love the lab. It's such an easy shiny hunt. I did it 3 times. What people don't know ain't gonna kill them. And I've been thinking about whether or not I wanted to say this, but I think I'm gonna say it. I fucking told you someone was getting a shiny tonight. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I called it. Oh no. There's your stream highlight. Oh man. Whew. You know how, like, I don't want to compare myself to someone who suffers with Tourette's, but I've heard Tourette's described as like a cough, and the longer you hold the cough, the more painful it is to hold the cough, and the more like gross the cough is going to be. That's kind of how, and that apparently is how having Tourette's feels, is like holding a cough forever. And I had a very minor similar sensation to saying that. I gotta keep it a stack. I'm not a huge fan of Cyndaquil shiny at all. That's not even cope. I think Chikorita's autumn colors are great. I think Totodile's aqua blue is sensational. What is Cyndaquil? Like amber? It's weird. The other 2 shinies are better in every way. And it doesn't even get that much better when it's Typhlosion. It's still just weird. Oh, Gen 2. You know what? I will look up the Gen 2 Cyndaquil sprites. Because I know they changed a lot of shinies. Did Cyndaquil's Gen 2 have aura? Oh, it kind of did. You know what's funny? It looks more like normal Cyndaquil. It's just its fires are like purple-ish. That's really funny. And then they actually just made him into like a little fucking thing. No, I don't want to click on the image for Typhlosion. I want to, no. Why in the world can I not click on Typhlosion and go look at Typhlosion? That's crazy. I'm distracted on my own terms. Yeah, and it's literally the same set of color schemes for Typhlosion. The Gen 2 shiny Typhlosion is purple, and the Gen 3 and onwards shiny for Typhlosion is that like reddish maroon-ish color. It's just weird. It's just not satisfying. Both of the other shinies have so much aura. Wow. See, this is how long I thought it would take to get Emerald. I thought I had this much time. Just when, if I encountered another shiny tonight, we scream. I wanted to pop off with you, so I hope it does. We will party. I don't have any rave lights, but we'll party. Oh, man. You know, oh, yeah. Yep. I got that while doing the eggs in Crystal. I felt that, like, I talk about it a lot in those VODs, but I'm like, dude, am I sure I'm doing this right? Like, I checked the wiki, I've checked YouTube videos, I checked to make sure what I was doing was correct, like, maybe 15 times between all those VODs. And then when I got the first shiny, I was just like, I just never checked again. I was like, yep, I'm doing it right. We just got mad unlucky. That's kind of one of the reasons I like tracking it. I know you're different, but me personally, I like tracking it because, like, I know that I'm still under odds. I know that even right now, I am more likely to correctly guess a coin flip than I am to have gotten a shiny by this point. So I'm very fine with not having a shiny right now. We have to be at 8,192 encounters for me to be at odds with a coin flip. So I'm perfectly fine. Whew. Whatever you say will determine what I do. I hate to be an unhelpful bastard, but you gotta look at what your heart's telling you. Here's what I like to do. We were mentioning coin flips. I think they're really helpful. So let me do an experiment with you. Here's heads. Here's tails. Heads, you continue your shiny hunt. No, actually, I want you to pick. You type in chat, heads is X, tails is Y. You tell me what heads is, and you tell me what tails is. You dictate it. I'll wait. I'm not flipping the coin until you tell me. Heads, I continue. Oh, as in like counting. Okay, cool. So real quick, I'll move this away a little bit. We'll get a little closer together. We'll be real personal about this. So, heads, you continue the hunt without checks. Tails, you continue the hunt with checks. Ready? You ready? I didn't catch the coin. It's fake. Do it again. I got it right here. I want you to think about what might be under here and which one of these answers worries you. Now, what did you think? Did you either want one to be, or did you worry about the other one? I want to hear your thoughts. I'm looking at it on the table right now. I know what it landed on. So. No, not what you think it'll be. I want you to think about, are you nervous about it being a certain thing? Are you hoping that it's a certain way? Or do you just think it will be a certain way? What are you hoping for? In that moment where I flipped the coin, I'm gonna pretend flip it. What did you want it to be? I'll go back to shiny hunting because I think we've gotten past that point. I'm hoping it was checks and I get it under odds. Then there you go. I think you should do checks. I want to see what you think about that process. But sometimes when I'm doing like a heads or tails on a decision, coin flip was fake. I can tell you the result if you want to hear it. I still have it in my head. But I think that a lot of times when I'm stuck between two choices and I do a coin flip in my head, in the air, I'm like, oh, I really hope it does this certain thing. And I'm like, oh, well then I want that one to happen more. I'll tell you, you want me to tell you? Okay. It landed on heads. So via the coin, you're not gonna do checks. How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel a certain kind of way? Or are you ambivalent enough, or that's not the word, you know, I don't even know if it's the right word or not. I'm gonna say ambivalent anyway. Are you ambivalent enough to the decision that you're just gonna follow the coin? And whatever you feel, I think you should follow that. Gives me relief, but I'm also a perfectionist. Well, don't question yourself. Just go off of your base feelings. Just go off of like your gut. Whatever the very first feeling you had when the coin was being flipped and when you found out what the flip landed on, whatever you felt, if you feel like you felt some kind of disappointment or you felt satisfied, fuck it, we ball. I'm just saying, up to you. I think that because I think that's, you remember what I said, I'm a very laid back, life is going to be the way that it is personality. I think when you try to make things perfect, if you go over odds, you'll stop. Okay, you should. Okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fair. I was gonna say you should go triple over odds because you're doing 3 checks at the same time, but no, that's still you're doing 3 of the same chances. They're not tied together or anything, so that would still be on odds. 8192 divisible by 3? It is not. It's 2,730 encounters. I think I read that number right. I looked at it very briefly. I was only looking to see if it ended in a decimal. Me personally, I also like, I've talked about it before, but me personally, I like that I'm streaming it because it kind of holds me accountable. I'd be so tempted to use like speed up and so tempted to like maybe fall off the series entirely, give up kind of mentality. But the fact that I'm doing it on stream, the fact that I have a goal and that I've like, you know, started it, I want to see it through to the end. Oh. Yeah, I am ready to see my shine though. I'm ready for it. Whoop. I'm just very much at peace. Must be pretty obvious they sat down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. That's like soul crushing. I mean, I feel like I've done similar stuff to that. I don't know if it was ever to the effect of a full-on shiny, but like I'm very much the kind of person who has reset his game over the thing he was looking for. It's happened to me in the past. Not even necessarily Pokemon, but it has happened to me before. That shit sucks. I'm using a website, it's called Shiny Tracker. Yeah, I heard about this. And I could use it, because I know it also tracks your, like, hours played, right? And Sauce McGavin's Discord, I see a lot of screenshots using some kind of application, so that must be what you're talking about. That's interesting. Ah, it lets you see the probabilities. That's interesting. I might check that sometime tomorrow, see if I can like futz it and start it at 57.45. Because honestly, I just kind of want to see the odds. Honestly, I think with how short Crystal was, I minded the odds, I think, a lot more than I'm going to with this hunt. Then again, I'm still under odds, so saying that's kind of a misnomer, but... yeah, something like that, yeah. That's interesting. Maybe I don't want to know the odds, I don't know. I wouldn't want to know them in real time, probably. I would want to be like, yeah, how are we doing at 57.47? And then next time I check is like 10,000. Which I think the number is higher means that it's rare or something. I think what it does is it calculates how likely you are to have gotten it in a certain number of encounters. Is my guess is how it hit. I'm just guessing, but that's what I would think would be sought information. What is it? Yeah, because I remember when I was doing that by hand, I was using a different website to calculate it. I can send you a screen. I can see a screenshot if you're somehow smarter than me. It's just a guess. I don't know. I haven't looked at the website. I'm probably not going to in the middle of my run, but that's just my assumption. Because I remember that's the information I wanted. And I plugged that into an online calculator, my encounters in Crystal. And 216 chances at not pulling a 1 in 64 is in the 99th percentile. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It's not predictable. Unless you're Weary, who fucking hates to see me get shinies. And then the Emerald one, I think, was like less than 20. I think it was like either in the 20s or less than 20%. And by 99% and 20%, I mean that like 99% of people would have expected would have gotten a shiny by this point. And Emerald was in like the 20%. So, you know, it's quite the spread on the first 3 runs. I'm hoping for something a little bit closer to normal and average moving forward. And man, just one of these starters, just one of these Marills has taken me like 3-4 weeks. Gen 4 is gonna suck. Gen 4 is gonna suck. Big time. I think the probability is actually 0.06. It sounds right when I say it aloud. I can tell you the probability right of a 1 in 8192. I can tell you that probability right now. I think it's less than that. Yeah, the actual odds are 0.012. And the number goes on longer than that, but past that point, it's irrelevant. So it's a 0.01% chance of happening, actually. It goes up when I check, then yeah, that's what it's doing. It's tracking how likely you are to have already seen a shiny. I didn't watch that much of Sauce McGavin's stream. He didn't get the shiny in Johto, did he? I didn't just miss that, right? No, he would have updated the Discord and announcements. Yeah, he didn't get it. We did keep the 100 member streak alive, so that's nice. Let's go. I gotta figure out why my mic keeps picking up on me breathing out. It's a little weird. I did get gifted on his channel. On Sauces? Were you there recently? Wait, that's great. Hey, good stuff. I feel like if I watch those VODs back, I'll probably see where you were. Damn. I have not been on there as consistently. Like, I show up to like and I talk early in chat, but then I get busy with work, so I switch off. I'm subbed, but I haven't chatted. And hey, gifteds fly around that place like it's fucking nobody's business. Which is funny, because the first time I subbed, or my first membership I had to buy, and the second one I got, on my second month I got gifted. But I didn't get sniped on my first one, I just buckled and bought it myself. It was really funny, I got gifted the same day that because it lasts a month. My gifted ran out the day that and then that day somebody sniped me, and I didn't even notice. I was literally like, huh, I wonder if I, like, I wonder if I need to resubscribe anytime soon. And I checked, I'm like, oh, I've already been gifted next month's. Cool. Like, you have a button to click to, like, tell people that, to announce your next month of sub. Or to announce the fact that you've got a subscription. No, oh my god, I've been using the wrong word. Member. Man, I was worried about getting to 6,000 tonight. We're probably not gonna make it. I only have about an hour and a half left. But good distance has been made. I don't know what that number is climbing up to. Maybe towards, like, gloat, a number that I feel comfortable gloating about. I don't know. Another new item. Man, you're full of all kinds of new shit today, Pothead. Okay, we like it. Also, that was, like, not a regulation Rubik's Cube, right? That's one of the big-ass ones. No, only has 3 faces. That's regulation size. Never mind. That's tournament cubing. All right, 5, 7, 7, 2. We are going to give the chair an encounter. Good luck, chair. We all believe in you very nicely and awesomely. I'm going to be right back, folks. Don't head anywhere. I'll be back in a bit. Mwah. Ah, we both abandoned ship. But we're both back. We're both on. Oh shit. I didn't count the last encounter. I remember it being 5772. Those were the words that I said. Lord, behold, the number isn't at that. God damn it. I need to drink in between the encounters. That's going by smooth, man. There you go. So 25 checks is 75 encounters. That's pretty good. Whoop. Maybe just having the microphone not pointed the way that I'm facing is probably better. But then I can't see the screen next to me. Then it would have to be set up over here. What if we like... did something like this? I can still see most of the screen over there. It would be an off screen anyway, so I wouldn't have that much on it. You can hear that, but like if I just go like... it kind of shows up, but not nearly as bad as it used to be. I'm okay with it. You know what? See, this is those minor changes. I'm going fast, but my eyes are locked in. You're focused on the game, man. He's tapped in, he's strapped in. No punk ass, ugly ass Cyndaquil's getting past this motherfucker again. You can believe that shit. Thanks, YouTube, you've removed my short. What the hell? You post a short to your channel and YouTube's just like, it's gone now. Check in your, go on your computer and check on your studio. Maybe it's there as like an unlisted video or something like that. It shouldn't be removed. YouTube doesn't just remove videos unless it got like copyright strike or something like that. It doesn't remove, it never removes videos. Damn, I'm sensitive as shit. I don't want to have a noise gate because it makes things sound weird, but like my breath getting caught in camera like that's nuts. It's definitely better this way. I don't think it's affecting the volume all too much because I'm using mono sound, so you don't get like surround on it anyway. So I think we're good. So it's a change I should have made a long time ago, but one I never did because like the prospect of hanging this microphone up somewhere else was a little iffy. Given my desk setup. But I can always hook it on this side of the desk, the same way I have it over here, and just have it go up and over and just kind of dangle above my head. It's probably what I want. So like if I were to do it, it would be something like sort of like this, although here it doesn't really hold its weight that well. It'd be something like this, but even higher up. I think I'm fine with this actually. Now I know the arm itself is a little busted, but yeah, I'm kind of fine with this over me in this regard, in this way. Yeah, it really doesn't catch my breathing now. Holy shit. We removed it because we're making changes? Huh? That seems really weird. What? Also, I don't like this being all the way in the camera, so if you want to go like this, oh man. Eek, that was not the way I should have twisted that. It's fine, we're already here. Oh man. I gotta get a new stand for this thing. This thing is about to be finito. It's fine. It blocks, no, that's a problem. It blocks so much light from my face. And here it's just too quiet. Is this a fine volume for the microphone? Let me play like a bit of a louder song. Let me do like this one. This classic famous song. Honestly, this seems kind of alright, yeah? But again, it's still blocking the shit out of my face. This is just blocking a shit ton of the camera. Or this is just blocking me from the screen. This is fine. I gotta stop playing with it. Look at me getting distracted. I already said I'm not gonna get distracted. Staying off camera, it's something I've thought about doing. I mean, I've already put my face on camera like years ago, so I'm not concerned about it from like a hiding my identity kind of thing. We're past that point. But there are definitely some advantages to not being on camera that I could take advantage of. I could put the microphone any way that I want without worrying about it. Like blocking my face light. God, I wouldn't have to worry about face light. Oh, that'd be, whew. It's something I've grown accustomed to, but this shit, it can be pretty draining. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it down ever so slightly. I think it's better lighting on my face anyway. Plus, it's much better for my mental. There's definitely advantages. I heard on a YouTube short, live that I was scrolling through with some guy playing Minecraft, and he's like, yeah, that's the whole thing about being faceless and being successful as a faceless YouTuber. If you face reveal and you're ugly, shit's over. which is an insane thing to say. A and B, probably true, and C, probably true for me. Who knows how much more successful I would be if my ugly ass face wasn't on camera, you know? Who knows? I like the personal touch that it garners, but, you know, there's ways to do that with no camera. That's what happened with Dream, absolutely. We found out the whole reason he never face revealed is because he was fat the whole time and was self-conscious about it. And then, spent like 2 years being not fat. And it's not so much that he looked bad. He didn't even look... I don't think the prevailing opinion was that he looked necessarily bad, but you could tell he was trying so hard to always, in every situation, make his face look as angular as possible. Yeah, he tried, you know because he revealed his cards. It was very clear that even over the years, like, it was very clear that he was very self-conscious about it, and when you are a super popular person, and you show people something you're very self-conscious about, they're gonna fucking eat you alive. Especially when you're already semi-controversial. Like, if you're already someone that a large portion of people dislike, and not controversial may be the wrong word, but like, you know, being anything can garner you hate just for being it. For being someone on YouTube in the Pokemon space, I intrinsically gain hate from a certain group of people. And that community for people who hate Minecraft YouTubers was especially then very prominent. It was just a total shitstorm. And all in all, I think he looked kind of alright. It was fine. And in his reveal video, he very much always sat like trying to make his face as jagged and angular as possible for the camera. Like, you could tell this guy was just swimming in doubt. I feel like... And meanwhile, on the other hand, one of my favorite... I'm distracting myself again. But, I saw a clip of it today. There is a Overwatch YouTuber by the name of Frogger. And, for an event that happened, I think, earlier this year, they got all the content creators to play the game at their studio. Oh yeah, it was when they announced Stadium. They brought a bunch of content creators to go show off Stadium. And, it's in YouTube short form, which is definitely not my favorite way to observe something in. But this is the complete opposite, in my opinion.
Wait. Hello. Do I look ugly? I probably do. It's okay. Yeah. I know. Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm wide. Yeah, real funny, guys. Hi, guys. This is the only time I'm doing this, by the way. The only time I'm doing this, okay? Because I left alt, select perk.
Alright, so now he's gonna talk the rest about perks and Stadium stuff, and that doesn't matter. But, like, that, as a streamer who's been playing Overwatch 1 since release, this was his 2025 face reveal. That right there. That was it. I think that shit is, like, exactly how, if you're going to face reveal, you just need to have fun with it. I don't know. I think, like, worrying about people's opinions, I'm sure he did a little bit, but, like, you know, being like, oh my god, people aren't gonna like me if I look a certain way kind of thing. I think you just gotta not worry about that kind of stuff. Especially not to the point where you're like, okay, we're gonna pretend that face reveal never happened. That's... yikes. But yeah, anyway, it was a big shock that he was white because he always plays Lucio, who is a black character, and there was a lot of jokes in the community, like, if he ever face reveals and he's not black, I swear to God. Like, everyone's kidding, but... And some people weren't, but most people were like, it's a joke. Yeah. Frogger's funny. I love Frogger so much. But I think that's like the clear difference between, like, I care so much about this. This makes me very nervous. And, like, I'm gonna do everything I can for it to be overly perfect. And show that you're self-conscious about it. Versus Frogger, who's like, this is scary, I've never shown my face on camera. Fuck it, we ball. Like, oh, so Overwatch is gonna put me on camera against, you know, against what I stand for? They're just gonna do it to me? Fine, here's my face reveal then. Hilarious. So perfect. I'm hella self-conscious, that's my own personal problem. You're phrasing it in a very negative way. I go through too much therapy, let me not be a therapist, but, like, it's a problem you're accepting about yourself, but you're doing it in a negative way. Like, I don't know how to put it. And I'll in my struggles and strifes that I went through, which is not universally applicable, but I feel like it's important to share perspective. because I think it's a collection of perspectives that allows you to form your own viewpoint. What worked for me, or working, I wouldn't say I'm done, not by a long shot, but what has worked for me and what is continuing to work for me is thinking less about the things that need to be changed for me to be happy and focusing more on being happy with what the thing is. Whether that's my appearance, my hair, my weight, my job, my status in life, the things that I've done with myself, the situation that I'm in, all those things, instead of thinking about like, and you don't want to do it to an extent of gross negligence. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, my life is shitty, but I have to love it kind of thing, and so I'm gonna pretend that I love it, or I'm just going to ignore the parts of me that are like, this is bad. Not to a point of negligence, but learning to, like, without lack of a better term, learning to love yourself has been very important for me. I definitely, yeah. Again, my face has been on my YouTube channel for like 5 years or something. I'm not self-conscious about being on camera for longer than 5 years, much longer than 5 years. My point is I'm not that's not usually what I'm self-conscious about. My self-consciousness comes from a lot of different things. So I definitely relate in that sense. We talked about it earlier. I don't like embarrassing myself. And that extends to a lot of things where, like, I end up not even trying something because I'm afraid of what it looks like to fail. So I get kind of, that's something I've tried working on. Progress is spotty, but present. After this, we're gonna go back to the other playlist. I meant to only switch to this playlist for like a very short time. Yeah, no, I understand that. I definitely agree, and I definitely think that's the way you're thinking. One thing that I've learned is this song is way too sad for this conversation. A little bit better. Is the way you talk about yourself is really important. Trying to find positive language, positive ways to talk about things that are truths in your life. And maybe I flagged it wrong, but in my head, when I read, but that's my own personal problem, it sounds like it sounds very like it to me, my self-hate flags trigger because I am very, very well coded in self-hatred. It's something I have struggled with my whole life and only semi-recently been really noticing and taking care of. So for me, when I see that phrasing in my head, it's like, it's something I would say to myself in a very hate-filled kind of way. That may not be the case for you. I couldn't look at my own face for years, but now I can look in a mirror and fix my hair and not get depressed. You love to see that progress. I'm really happy for you. That's great. That's awesome. Anyway, Nightbot really wants you to join my Discord. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that. And I knew Nightbot was going to tell me to hydrate, so I got ahead of it. I'm really happy to hear that for you, man. That's great. Well, you know what I'd be happy to see? I'd be happy to see Golden, the shiny 2B Azumarill. That's what I would love to see right now. I'm hearing a lot of things I'd love to hear, but see? Come on. Come on! I'm also amazing and better than everyone else. Too true. I mean, I said so myself, and I'm a very trustworthy, intelligent person. So you can believe me. You know, I'm realizing maybe it would be best if YouTube was under a YouTube chat. I'll see if it shows up when you say something. I hope I didn't put it on the wrong layer. But maybe I do want it to be under everything, so that it disappears into the background if it scrolls over my face. That's probably what I wanted to do. Oh, man, I'm doing really bad about doing the gamer lean. I've been playing like this for God knows how long. I need to sit back in my chair, let my back relax a little bit. Dear God. I wonder where AZU Hater went. Oh yeah, no idea. I've got a really shitty meme to make. I'll make it tonight and post it in the Discord. Let me put a reminder in my phone to make that meme after stream, cause yeah, I gotta make that. Gecko AZU Hater. I got a really good meme to make for this. Ah! I'm looking at my Pokemon! Go! Run away! Yes, today works. Not all day. How about at 10:30? Boom. There you go. I'll remember what that means, hopefully. Is it a meme? It is a meme. It is absolutely a meme. Without question, it is humor. God, I should have done this microphone shit a long time ago. It's really nice not having to, or having my breath show up on every fucking stream. This should have been a long time coming. Oh, I just noticed you said I'm a meme. Yeah, you are a meme. I'll be honest, Gecko. I much more hear the fan, or like the background fan of your PlayStation, more than any other background noise on your end, so I'm pretty sure you're fine for now. Until you're in a setup with less background noise, you'll not have to worry about that, I don't think. That PS4 is fucking... There's that one, I think his name is Adrian Williams. He does a lot of skits on YouTube. He's talking about like his 10-year-old computer. Like, I want you to run Call of Duty, max frame rate, AI generated frames, 4K native resolution. And the computer turns on and it's just Aiden covered in sweat as the computer goes. Sounds like a jet engine. Imagine if your PS4 trying to play Titanfall 2. It's kind of crazy that your PS4 makes that much noise running a game that was made on or before the PS4. Hey, Pop, how did your game of Unite go? Your games of Unite go? Yeah, you might want to check to see if, like, the places that the air, you know, the air vents are clogged. Those are usually the big spots. Just, like, make sure those are open. I wouldn't blow the dust into them, but, yeah. Pop, it was a guess, and it was a very informed guess. I know you've mentioned multiple times that I'm gonna play Unite BRB, and then you don't talk for like an hour and a half. So I just kind of figured that's what's up. I even called it right when you left. I'm like, all right, have fun playing Unite. It's fine. It blows up. Great clip. Oh yeah, you gotta wash it on stream for sure. You gotta clean it on stream for sure. You only lost 2. Big ups, my man. Congrats. Big motion right there. That's what's up. I'm gonna go back and stream. When did you say it? It was like right when you left. I can't see all of the messages from today's chat. You said yo at 7:14, which was like 2 hours ago. I probably said something within 5 minutes of you saying yo. Or maybe even immediately as you hopped on. So like just go back like 2 hours. Seems at some angles the microphone still blocks a little bit of my light. That seems to have fixed it. Seems to sound okay. And I can still do some pretty deep breaths without it being picked up on the mic, so. All Gucci. I'll make my dad do it. I mean, it's not terribly hard. I mean, for a contained console, if one you haven't cleaned in 5 years, you might wanna open the whole thing and have the air flow out of it rather than just rely on wiping it up. Yeah, just make sure to get the places where air goes in, make sure to clean your fans, and if you do end up opening it up, clean up anything that's just on the board. Because one of the reasons that your console can sound that loud, I'm not saying it's going to fix the problem, but the reason it makes all those noise, I don't know how much normal people know this, but the only reason computers, consoles, all that stuff, I'm too lazy to find it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's back there somewhere. I can promise you it's back there somewhere. But anyway, the reason that consoles and stuff make any noise at all, it's all the fans. The only thing that makes noise on a computer, other than a very, very slight, like, almost unhearable noise, it's like a eep that your computer can kind of make when it's a really powerful computer working really hard. It's almost unhearable, even at its worst. If you do take it apart, I mostly just mean open the plastic shell that the actual console is sitting in. I don't know much about the PS4. I definitely wouldn't do it without some kind of online guide or something. But yeah, the only thing that makes any noise on a console, a computer, a phone, whatever, is the fan. That's the only thing that makes all that noise, are the things trying to keep the system cold. So if your console is running its fans really loud constantly, it could be because of what do you call it? it could simply be because of the... God, my brain is just shooting itself. It's because the airflow isn't good, and it's having to work even harder to keep your console colder because there's just a bunch of dust in the way, making sure the heat doesn't get out properly. It's also something interesting I learned recently is that like when you're hot, for example, and you're in a very hot room, you turn the fan on and the fan still cools you off. And it's like, why does that happen? Because isn't the air just as hot as how hot I am? And that's not necessarily true. You're not getting cold air. Your Nightbot is mean. You posted like 800 penises in my chat. I don't know what you were expecting, Pop. But yeah, like when you turn on the ceiling fan, you're not you're not getting cold air blown on you. It is simply new air. Because the air that is like surrounding your body is so hot because your body heat is way hotter than the air around you. It just is. There's no question about it. The inside of your body is like 97 degrees. And unless you're in my state outside in the summer, if you're like in a room, there's no way the air in the room is hotter than the air inside your body or the temperature inside your body. Quaxley salutes for the Mandalorian song. Anyway, so it's just that the air around you is being heated by your body. So when you move when you wave your arms, or if you have a fan blowing on you, it's taking all of that air and just moving it off of you, so that you're constantly getting new air. I mean, you can just use that. You can just use that. The nerd glasses in the finger, because that's all the emoji is. But yeah. I'd be surprised if I didn't pick it up from someone else's server. Let me try to go on Discord and just type in :nerd and see what comes up. I'll be quick about this. Yeah, I got a couple of them. Here's my favorite from the Super Auto Pets subreddit, or the Super Auto Pets Discord. You refuse to like the stream. Pop, that's crazy. You're like my second most consistent viewer on the stream. Well, Cole's gonna have you beat out pretty soon. You're like you're like my inner circle. You gotta like the stream, man. If you don't, no one will. You're God's greatest soldier on this one, man. You gotta do the world good. You know how bad of a vibe it is to like your own stream? You haven't missed one. Does that mean you haven't liked any of them? That's crazy. I liked all the lives I showed up to. I only saw your Persona live after it ended. I could go back and like it. I don't know if that helps it, because I think the algorithm pushes it while it's live and not very much after it's live. But yeah, I mean, I like the ones that I joined yesterday. Also, I'll tell you from personal experience, I don't know how it works on the PlayStation 5. I don't know if changing games forces you to end stream. But if you can prevent ending stream in between games, I would suggest doing one long stream rather than 3 streams back to back to back. Oh, Pop. Oh, you scared me. Phew. Dear God. You had me worried there, man. That was horrifying. Yeah, I'm guessing you posted the nerd emoji. That's fair. I'll look at it in a second. Let me finish my point. I would suggest that if you can, while switching games on your PlayStation, if you can keep the stream live during that time, it's way better than having 3 streams back to back to back like that. That's just the thing for the PS4. That's rough. That's really rough. Because in my personal experience, and the anecdote of much bigger streamers than me, if you do multiple streams in a day, like within a 24-hour period, YouTube will not push it and recommend it to like anybody. It's just a way to like make sure people aren't just streaming like all the time, just farming donations from people. I don't know exactly what the reasoning is, because people still do that anyway, but like it prevents some fucked up shit from happening. And I have definitely been on the bad end of it, where like I stream on Thursday and I start at like 6 p.m. and then I stream on Friday, I start at 2 p.m. and because it was less than 24 hours, that stream just does 0 numbers. And that's, like I said, it's not something to super, at least from my perspective, I don't super care about that stuff. But like, you know, I'm not here to build up some kind of follower base, get a bunch of fans, get a bunch of viewers. But, you know, when people are watching, people, you know, might stick around. They might say something in chat. They might make the streaming process more interesting. Is it really only day 6? Feels like you've asked me. Okay, 5 makes just as little sense. Okay, fair enough. I was telling Gecko about that earlier. That is definitely our inside joke. Me talking about that Charizard card, on my mama, will literally never refer to it as my big black thing. It's just never gonna happen. I don't think it'll ever happen, because first of all, the card is tiny. It's a very small card. It's smaller than this microphone I have here, and I wouldn't consider this thing big. Right? Like, it's like maybe that size. The actual art on the card is maybe like that size. I can't call that thing big. No. Also, think about the devaluing of it by referring to it in some kind of way. Like, that card is worth hundreds of dollars. Please, I implore you to find a big black dildo worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. What a way to devalue. And if you can find me like a $600 bad dragon dildo or something horrific, then I'm just gonna raise the point of like, how many people really have that thing? Like, let's be real here. Then again, how many people have my shiny Charizard? So you know what? I guess that's fair point. Never mind. If you do find that, I swear to God, if you post it in this chat, you will be possibly banned. I don't even care if it's Gecko or Pop. You might be banned. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Don't tempt me. You commented on my post? Oh, that's so sweet. I can't wait to read something really nice and sweet. Very thoughtful, very, like, you know, like exuding a bunch of love for me as a content creator and a person. I'm sure it's very, how dare you go to sleep? Exactly. God, I mean, like, you people, I mean, like, on one hand, I want to say you people are predictable, but on the other hand, I'm literally baiting y'all into doing it. So, you know, c'est la vie. C'est la vie, said the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell. Question, what are we going to get banned for? I kind of don't want to tell you. It feels like you're asking because you want to do it. And I don't mean like I'm going to time you out. I mean like very seriously consider making sure you can't talk in this chat anymore. If you don't know what it is, then don't. It was something based on the joke I was making earlier about Bad Dragon. You're not going to do it on accident, so don't worry. Yeah, I think I definitely would ban one of y'all if y'all did it, especially after me telling you that's something I would ban. You just wait. Finding a $500 Yu-Gi-Oh! Red Eyes Black Dragon would be hilarious. That would be flawless humor. That would be flawless humor. And I'm sure you can too. You shouldn't have spoiled your joke in chat. You should have just sent it to me. That would have been hilarious. Well, I mean, that's that's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly what I have. No changes necessary. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not something that you would say, so I don't feel the need to bring it up. Also, that phrasing sounds even more suspicious. I don't know, Pop. I like ya. I don't want to tempt you to do evil, wicked things, because you definitely do them on the semi-regular. I don't want to tempt something that I unironically would blacklist you from chat. More so, I kind of don't want you to like, oh, I'm gonna do it type of shit to me. That's just annoying. I don't want to dare you on that either. I'm gonna check my VOD real quick, because I think I double-clicked right there. Whoa, I don't need to hear myself. That's crazy. Also, I didn't double-click. I'm a good boy. Oh, good boy! I would just say random things till I get the right one. That's crazy. It's not going to work, but that is crazy. You're definitely gonna, if you do that, you're definitely gonna hit something that's gonna get you banned. And I'm not gonna, like, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You're not gonna come back for a while if you do some shit like that. Like a couple weeks. I want to run a pretty tight ship around here. I will threaten force. I'll threaten deadly force. As deadly as I can be over the internet, you know. Not actually making any kind of legitimate threat of safety. What category is it? Vulgar. It's vulgar. I'm debating whether or not to just tell you to shut you up, but I'm not gonna do that. Pretty sure that is a Discord message with Gecko finding what he said he was going to find. I mean, you did find the Red Eyes Black Dragon card. I was wondering if you had sent me a version of it that had, like, value $800 or something. It's a nice looking card. Shit's sick as hell, look at that. Card's nice as fuck. It's got that like gold foil on it too. You can tell it's a little holographic type beat. Shit's sick. You want value? Well, I mean, if that card had a listed value, then yeah. What I wanted was like a picture of like the card and then showing the sale price of like 500 or more. That would have been really funny. Vulgar I say a lot, so it must be pretty bad. I mean, the only thing I'm gonna say is there is no universe where you would say it. I mean, you could say something that's gonna get you banned in chat for sure. There's lots of that, but the thing that I'm talking about, you're not just going to say. It's not possible for you to say it. As a matter of fact, if you said what it was, it wouldn't be bannable. It is doing the thing that I would ban you for. So you're not going to just throw a bunch of words at a dartboard and find it, because that's not what it is. Oh, fair enough. A grade 10, a PSA 10. Wait. Yeah, that's a PSA 10. Blue Eyes, Legend Blue Eyes pack, first edition for $20,000. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that tracks. Now, Red Eyes Black Dragon, that is a big black thing. That's a big black thing right there, for sure. Tempting fate. You're all good, man. I like you, and I want you to stick around. I don't want to give a child a loaded gun and be like, now, sweetie, I know you hate my guts, but don't shoot daddy in the face, okay? That's asking to get shot in the face, right? I'm not gonna give you the gun. It's like, what's his name? Dodoria in Dragon Ball Z Bridge. I am a woman. Oh, yeah, that too. Kind of forgot I'm old. And that sticks to me every now and then. That's something in, like, your very early developmental years was something I saw when I was, like, in my teens. Actually, late childhood. What year did that movie come out? "2012. Yeah, I was a teenager. Barely. If I say it, I'll make it another account. Just drop it, Pop. I mean, you don't have to make an account. You already have, like, 6, which is concerning, but... I still need to watch Evangelion? Yes, man. Evangelion's great. Shinji, get in the fucking mech. Dear God. Oh yeah, you're so drained. You had 2.5 G fuels and you're just so tired. I was scrolling through shorts. And, with me it is? Eh. Don't take this the wrong way, but as an introvert, streaming by myself just on the camera was easier. Not as fun. A little more maddening. A little more insane. Like, driving me insane. But, nah. It's a difficulty that's worth it to have people here to talk to. You know what I mean? Especially chatters who are like, oh my god, it's been 2.5 minutes and he didn't stop what he was saying to read my message. Oh, he fucking hates me! Ah! I'm in the middle of talking on like a really long ramble, and they're like, what? He didn't interrupt his ramble to talk about me? Streamer fucking hates me. I've never done such a thing. Okay. Yeah, sure. Nah, that's correct. That's very correct. My quality as a viewer is kind, respectful, and I have a clean mouth. We've set some appropriate boundaries. Yeah, it's all good. There it is. I haven't directly addressed his comment yet, and I'm already getting the, huh? Talk to me, streamer. I'm trying to navigate the way to say this. Yeah. Mostly. Lately. I feel like telling you that is like, oh, well, let me fix that type of energy, which is not the energy I want to give you. I'm laughing at me, don't worry about it. I wouldn't even think about it at all. Don't let it weigh down your head. When I get more chatters, I'll understand and not do it again. As in get more chatters? You're like, well, I fucking hate not being alone. Nah, I don't hate it. Not even slightly. I like having people to talk to for sure. It's just like, I mean, the whole trying to get your attention. It's like I said, I don't mind the like messages. I don't mind the talking in chat. It's, and I know y'all were, and I know I did feel that you sent me something, Pop. I know that like y'all were doing it in a humorous way. Y'all weren't like, you know, I could tell that's not genuinely how y'all felt. It was more of just like a streamer doesn't love me, oh, he hates me, boo-hoo-hoo type of energy. And I got that. I did get that. I'm referencing it now as a joke because I knew it was a joke back then. Alright, Pop. Let's derail this whole stream for you to have sent me like 400 poopy caca emojis. Oh boy, I can only wonder. Oh, it's okay. No, that was your previous message. I'm sorry. That was your previous message. It is proof that at some point in time you liked my stream. That's thank you, gamer. Everyone say thank you, Pop. Thank you, Pop. Yeah, Gecko. It was kind of a horrendous way to start this friendship you and I have. I gotta keep it a stack. That's left field that was in for sure. It's all the way out towards the fucking wall. It worked is a really positive way to put it. It didn't fail. It didn't blow up the ship is a better way to put it. That's like lighting a stick of dynamite on accident on a Navy ship. And then everyone's all panic and pandemonium, and you throw it off the ship and it blows up off ship, and you're like, oh, well, that worked. And everyone's like, no, it didn't fucking work. It just didn't kill anybody. I've said one nice thing to you, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you'll really get me with the boy who cried wolf thing. I feel like once I'm like, oh yeah, they're just gonna be dickheads to me, I go look and it's like something really sweet. I did that with Gecko when he gifted me Nitro. I was like, oh, okay, Gecko's done some horrible dog water in my DMs. He sent me something I don't want to look at right now, and I look and it's fucking a Nitro gift. I think too. But yeah, I do that a lot with y'all, where I'm predicting evilness in your hearts, and there's nothing but honest to God good intentions. It makes me feel like a dick every time. Every time, both times. It's happened twice, and it hurt, and I can feel my soul deflate when it happens. I'm like, oh, shit. It's called manipulation. Damn it! I should have known from my last relationship I'm so susceptible to it. What's wrong with me? Come on. That's right, Nightbot. Get hydrated. Ugh. Kind of just thinking about what I just said. It's not a joke. You're too nice to you. I'm too nice to myself. We're okay. Nah, streamer, you should fucking hate yourself. You're too forgiving. You should hate you like we hate you. You're too confident. All that self-love shit you've been working on for the past year and a half, throw it at the fucking window. What's there to love? Alright. I'm falling into my old sensibilities. I'll stop. That is one of the best typos I've ever seen. That's awesome. I would be nice if you play Unite. It's been a while since I've played Unite. On or off stream. Oh. That might be part of Friday's stream. I can put good odds on it, on me playing it on Friday. Oh, it's been a minute. Oof. I gotta try out that UU team you made too. I didn't want to do it tonight because I want this to be all in shiny hunting. But I have thought about that team. You really were like, I want to build a team with Azumarill. Oh, it's UU. I'm gonna build a UU team. It would be nice if you played Persona, and I assume you mean let me backseat everything you do. Yeah, that's what you're gonna fall for, one of those things that you're gonna need to mentally prep for this. You thought I did dumb shit in Deltarune? How about a game I've never ever played before? And the best part is, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm going to play the video game just moving forward. I'll go 40 hours without understanding a base mechanic. I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, why are those sometimes the numbers are red, and it's like, that means you're weak to that attack. Some shit like that's gonna happen to me, man. And look who the fuck it is. We got Weary on the goddamn mic, as always, interrupting my streams like the wonderful person he is. How are we doing, man?
Damn, I can't even get a fucking YouTube video loaded, but this phone call goes through? What the fuck?
Hey, phone calls are so easy to load compared to a phone call. Are you kidding me? They had phone calls figured out in, like, the Stone Ages.
That's what we do. String and 2 cups.
Is that how bad it is right now?
Straight up.
That's hilarious. You sound fine on my end. Do I sound like a fucking robot?
No, it's okay right now.
Like I'm talking to you like through the Bane mask? You thought this phone call quality was shit.
It's a little bit like that.
Nice. Anyway, my boy, what's going on?
Oh, not much. It's only like 9:40 and the sun finally is down.
Ah, where are you, in fucking Antarctica?
Oh, just over here in Texas.
Huh? I was kind of kidding, but...
Can I narrow it down at all?
Hold on. There's a very relevant question in chat, mostly because it's the person I'm on the phone with. Pop in chat is asking, 2 streams ago, was that guy sitting next to you your boyfriend? How would you like to respond to that, Weary?
First of all, I'm his husband.
True. Second of all, you can't just say first of all and not have a second thing, so make one up.
Second of all, not boyfriend.
Well, I feel like that should have been first of all, but okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad. I knew I was close. Yeah, you were almost there, Pop. Sorry, you didn't realize how committed Weary was. So I guess that's sea bass lore now. Thank you. Are you? Can you at least be something kind of palpable, like my work husband or something?
No.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about this later. That's eek.
Very straight, all gay, homophobic husband.
Sure. That clears it up. Yeah.
Hey, can I load the stream? Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Oh, here we go. Is there something you wanted to talk to me about, or have you already forgotten about it?
Jesus Christ, no. Friday is going to be a mother trucking thing.
Okay.
I'm going to be driving for at least minimum 15 hours.
Oh! So I thought the place you were at's only 10 hours away. You're fucking... What?
Except I'm going to drive now because I have to switch trucks. I have to drive 6 hours to south of Austin, and then 5 hours to Corpus Christi, and another 3 hours to Houston.
Oh my god, man.
And with every fuel stop, it adds on 20 minutes.
Dear God.
And I have to get fuel every 2.5 hours.
You paid for it, right? You're getting paid for the drive time?
I'm only getting paid 10 hours.
Oh. Wow. That's rough.
But the way to go to Corpus is for personal gain.
Oh, so you could just leave Austin and go home, but you're gonna go to Corpus first.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to use a company truck to do work and set a creosote pole that is 50 feet tall.
And you're gonna do all of that, like, on the same day?
Yep. Because I then have to go to work on Saturday somewhere in Pasadena.
There's no fucking way.
Yep.
Oh my
Every
lord.
time I have to wake up to get to work in Pasadena.
Well, I'm guessing Weary's not gonna be on the Friday stream. That means I can get my shiny! You can't hear the air horn because you're not on stream, but I played an air horn right there.
As long as you're not going to be streaming between the hours of 3:30 p.m. and 4:30 p.m.
No, how did you know like an hour after I started would be? That's crazy.
I only can't do that time because that's at my deer lease in which I don't get internet.
Oh, that is the window I have to shiny hunt in.
3:30 to 4:30.
Okay, well, I'm probably not gonna do much shiny hunting tomorrow anyway, but that's good to know. Yeah, Pop, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna say all that shit. That shit cringe as hell. I am reading it all, don't worry, I'm reading it all. I will say one thing. Pop tells you that he has been in the passenger seat of a 20-hour drive, so that you should man up if you're gonna drive it for 15 hours in a truck that is 8 times the size of a normal car. He's telling you to man up.
Fuck you. What do you mean, man up?
I told you to man up. I don't know. I'm just the messenger. Man up, bitch. I don't know. What do you want from me? Oh, here he. All right, he's in chat now. Yeah. All right, it's getting a little annoying holding the phone up to the microphone. Is there anything you want to say to the people, or do you want to just leave it to chat?
Yeah, Pop. Why don't you stop with that nonsense? 20 hours ain't nothing in a pickup truck.
Say true.
Or any other like small
Rec-
car.
yeah. Non-commercial.
Non-commercial, but when you're dying of heat exhaustion, it shit just keeps you awake or puts you to sleep. One of the two, no in between.
Yeah. One didn't even imply he was the one driving. It based on his wording, it sounded like he's implied to be a passenger as well.
Bro, I passenger?
Yeah.
I could do that for like 30 days in a row.
30 days. I could be a passenger on a fucking wolf mush for 2 weeks straight. Passenger.
Straight ocean liner passenger. No worries.
I could be a passenger in a fucking rowboat in the Atlantic with a tiger for 2 weeks. Life of Pi type shit. Alright. That is all of the patience the muscle in my left arm has. Because I moved my microphone, so I'm holding it at a very awkward angle.
It sounds like you need to start jacking off with your left hand.
That's true. I did switch to my dominant hand, so that'll really send that message home to people, I suppose.
But you don't need to jack off with your left hand because I got you with my right hand.
Oh god. Alright. Good to hear from you, Weary. Talk to you later, my man. Glad to have you in chat today.
Never gonna chat again.
That's fine. It was good to have you for the time that we did.
Because I'm going to go comatose in about 5 minutes.
Bro, same. I'll talk more about it later, but I'm on some caramels right now. Just a little.
Maybe keep streaming for like another 2.5 hours. You'll be okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that shit. All right, bro. Talk to you later.
Later.
Go comatose, my friend. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of what you just said, Annie, because that definitely just didn't happen. I'm getting y'all jealous. Oh boy, eh. I mean, Weary's been in the game way longer than any of y'all, I'll tell you that much. My god, I thought it was going to be impossible for us to make it to 6,000. You know what? I'm just going to push till 6,000 and just end there. It's like 580 encounters on the day. That's pretty good. I see why he's your husband. Dear God. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna hate this joke more than the big black thing joke. Yeah, this one's gonna make me more upset. This one I'm gonna hate. Whatever. Yeah, well, I'll have you know, Gecko, I've known my husband for like 10 years now, so good luck matching those numbers. This guy was there when I downloaded Tetris on my school computer, and the principal grabbed my laptop and took it away from me for the rest of the day. And I just was like, I need that for class. And he's like, you'll get it at the end of the day. I was playing Tetris on my computer at lunch. I'm sorry, I didn't even download it. I was playing it through a web browser. And I just looked at Daniel and I was like, I need that for school. And we've been great friends ever since. Yeah, Pop, I didn't see the original message. YouTube snap. Dano snapped it probably for the best. 60 checks. Woo woo! Getting up there. What's your high score? 5,972. It's about to be 5,973. We're on Seabass record pace here for number of encounters on a shiny. It's this one right here. Speaking of this one right here. Shiny! Fuck. You're just on top of chat when you should be on live. Is there a setting in OBS that like makes chat live? Because I'm not reading on YouTube, I'm just reading what OBS is showing me. And that's probably how it's going to stay. Since it would be more asinine to just show all of YouTube chat. Yeah, I'm not opening up a whole browser just for a more authentic experience. Oh, in Tetris? Depends on the scoring system. I assume 200 is lines cleared. The versions that I used to play are like... YouTube has top chat and live chat. I don't think OBS has that. I think OBS just shows live chat. No, yeah, on my... So this stuff over here, that stuff is not what I'm reading. I'm reading off of the left side that has a full chat window that shows all of chat history. Like I can see at 9:47, Weary said, "Pop, I'm already a better man than you." Like I can see that. I'm not just looking at the stuff that goes away instantly. And even there, but that also doesn't show, like if YouTube is like, "Oh, you said the penis word," I'm not gonna save that into my chat records kind of thing. You know what I mean? YouTube has no balls. Yeah, kinda. In some ways, I kind of like it because, like, this, I don't want my stream vibe to just be like a bar. You know what I mean? I'm playing Pokemon for Christ's sakes. There are people in my chat who couldn't go with me to a bar. Most people in this chat could not go to a bar with me. In fact, I think all of y'all couldn't go to a bar with me. It's just like, nah. You know what I mean? I don't want my stream atmosphere to be a bar, sissy. Hey, I'm the captain. I'm the captain of this ship. I don't like the math on that, Gecko. Oh, the NES version, you made it to 17? Okay. I always just played like this browser version that gave you a score, which I never really cared about scores. It was more about length of time playing it. I am Steve. Sensational. Yeah, because I never really cared. I don't know. I just played whatever was available on the computer that I could play without getting in trouble. Oh, Henny has started a cocaine bear. That's nice. That or Bert Kirshner. I don't know what you're referencing. Some secret third thing I don't know about. Or some secret fourth thing that I know about and can't remember. And that covers the dearth of literally all human knowledge. And he's always been Coke Bear, for sure. Yeah, I never really concerned myself with scores and stuff. I always just like playing it. Cocainium deer. That like the deer that get the brain the brain eating disease or something. I sent you something, Pop. I saw my phone had a Discord notification. There's only about 5 minutes left of the stream. I'm gonna check it later. I'm the captain of my ship. I didn't do a great job of it today, but I want to work on, like, getting derailed. And to, you know, work on, like, hey, I'm doing a thing here, you know? I gotta get better about that as a me thing. My first mate on the ship? Yeah, I want to give you, like, a very equally Dwight position as unofficial moderator. I want to be, like... Yeah. You're like first, pause, mate to the captain. First, comma, mate to the captain. I'd prefer to just get railed. Facts. Spit your truth, queen, goddamn. An Aether workshop character called Rousey with a gun. As in Undertale Rousey? Or as in Deltarune Rousey with a gun? That's great. Fucking hate Rousey. I don't hate him, I'm just scared of him. I fear what I don't understand. I'm being xenophobic. Uh-oh. Emoji spam got you slapped on the wrist. Oh yeah, Rousey smoking a fat dart. Fucking hate Rousey, no dick. Hey, you know what? I don't like Rousey. His vibes after the Spamton fight were fucking horrendous. He had horrendous vibes after the Spamton fight. I didn't even want to fucking look at him. He was up to some shit. I didn't like it at all. Gave me the heebity-jeebities. So yeah, I'm gonna be, that'll be the theme when I play Chapter 3 eventually. You should go for 2 more hours? Mm-mm. No. Sorry, not today. Wait for Cole to keep spoiling the other chapters. I'm sure that happened in chat over the past couple of times. I just tried to not watch it. It's only 10. Look, I've got 4 more encounters on the day. Four encounters away from 6,000. I'm gonna do that for sure. But I want to enjoy being enveloped in my bed sheets. How about this, Pop? We'll call it even. When I get to encounter 6,000 and I'm ending stream, I'll look at your Discord post. Do it for your mom? If I'm doing it for my mom, I'm going to bed right now. That's what my mom would want me to do. Talk about Chapter 3 like it's anything that exists. Oh, Annie, I forgot that was your personality trait. Oh, man. Alright. Ah, shit. Alright, folks. We are creeping up on today's final encounter. In all seriousness, thanks for everybody coming by, engaging in chat. This has been fun. This has been great. I love doing this stuff. I love hanging out with people. I love the stream. I love the vibes. I love hunting for shinies. Watch this be the shiny. Okay. But folks, I am going to call it here today. Appreciate you all watching, sticking around, and having a good time. Yeah, that's kind of what I see too. It's going to look weird, so you're just going to have to hold, but I'll show you what I see. So this is my desktop. Here is my version of the cat that sits around that I can drag around. And this is the chat that I read in OBS. Then you can see stuff like Pop was timed out for 5 minutes. I can see the reason you got ban-hammered because you sent all these emojis. But yeah, this is what I look at. I'm reading this on the left side when I'm streaming. So I'm not trying to read this. Although the thing on this side here sometimes shows stuff that YouTube chat doesn't want to hold on to, so I have to like read it there before it goes away. So that definitely happens. But folks, that's gonna end the night tonight. I want to thank you all once more for coming by the stream and making this something fun and exciting to do for me. It was already fun and exciting, but you know, help me keep the spirits up. It's fun having you people here. And I will see y'all next time, probably Friday. No pinky promises, but you can be pretty comfortable in that happening on Friday. I'll see y'all then. Take care of yourselves and have a good night, everyone.